would do anything just to cheer me up. I was getting so proud of myself for having so many people watch me, and all they did was try to pretty much drop the views. Honestly, if he's mad at me, I don't care. I don't even know if that was him that left. But right now, I'm pretty much pissed. I'm so glad I'm not doing anything for the next 2 days. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. If any of you guys know me well enough, I don't target people unless they piss me off. I end up getting to the point where if I get so pissed off, I go through depression. And I was raging through the night to the point where I couldn't even sleep. I actually, when I can't get my rage out, I end up having to cry myself to sleep. And that's not cool. That is not cool. Besides even just that, even though he making sure Nightbot times out anybody who disowns the rules. So I am not going to be a complete a-hole, but I am going to be as stern to the point where you guys at least know that I'm trying to fix the chat. Last night I had literally almost 300 views for the first time. Not viewers, but just like the total amount. I've never received so many views in my entire career of YouTube. But now that I am getting up to the point where I'm getting so many people watching at one time, I need to be a little bit more stern. I I literally was too generous and I let too much stuff slide. I don't know why I push myself. I don't. It's because you care about the community and always interact and don't act. I feel like there's little streamers that do that. Honestly, guys, like I just stated, I don't want to hurt GameFox or FX or anybody, but honestly, out of every single little streamer, I think I do the most. I do the most to help people. Like I do probably I try not to push myself to where I want to be the best little streamer, but I've tried to help so many people with so many things. I hope you guys enjoyed the beginning of this video. It took me a while to kind of get the clips as best as I could possibly do it. It's just I didn't know what videos to really represent what's been leading up to right now. I've probably hit the biggest roadblock right now on my in my life, and I don't know really what to talk about with this, but all I can say is that I uploaded or technically posted a tag on my Discord server, and I really wish I didn't. it wasn't a mistake. It was more of I explained way too much than I was supposed to, or what I feel like I should have done was I should have went into brief summary instead of going through every single thing that was wrong with me right now. I think today was probably one of the worst days I could possibly have recently. Not this year, but just within the past few months. I've hit probably the hardest depression I've gone through, and I've been hiding a lot of it. I do plan on taking 1 week away from YouTube. I will be communicating on Discord. I will not deny that. I just hope you guys understand that if I do not go live at all next week, you should know why. It's just because I need to focus on myself. I really do. I've had so many breaks in the past, but this one's one of the worst ones I could possibly take. I just need to focus on myself. I have a meeting next week with one of the people that are supposed to help me out. I'm hoping to get a broker that I've been hoping for the past 2 years to get myself moving, to get myself into the workforce, or at least have something to do instead of just sitting in my house twiddling my fingers, because that's one of the causes of my depression, because there's nothing to offer in this town at all, and I've been just stuck in front of a screen for almost 3 years, almost just a little over 2.5 years, guys. Just entertaining you guys is probably the best thing I could ever offer, but it's been the only thing I've done, plus a little bit of bowling because of my league, and a little bit of Special Olympics that I've been uploading a lot of stuff about them within the past year. But my life has been on hold for a long time, and I've waited a long time to do anything, and it's not a bad thing. It's really not. It's probably a good thing for me to hold off on going to the workforce when I'm not ready for it. But the problem is, without something besides sitting in front of a screen in my entire life, it's not going to get me anywhere. I've tried my best to do a little bit of Moe's when I was helping my mother. I ended up getting a real job without being with my mother a little bit. My mother was technically helping out a little bit at Shane's, but I ended up losing that job due to the company being shut down in New York State. It was the last Shane's in New York State, and they had to shut it down due to no income at all. Well, a little bit, but it wasn't enough to keep it running. So I lost that job to that, and just some other stuff. It's just, being in front of a screen is just draining me. It's not getting my expectations to the finest. I love playing video games for the life of me, but seeing that I need to get into the real world and then possibly work my way to maybe doing both, have something keeping me intact, keeping my money enrolled, maybe not have to worry about having to live off of Social Security sometime in the future. I don't know. But knowing that I'm only living off my parents' roof, or just knowing that I don't want to become like my friends where I'm living with my parents until I'm like freaking 30 years old. I really don't want to do that. My parents have somewhat potential in me, but knowing that I'm living like how I am now, they have hardly any faith in me. And that's why I'm hoping next Wednesday I have some kind of idea that might help me. And that's why I'm trying to take next week, only do things on this Thursday. I plan on taking my entire day to focus on doing some editing for next week, so my channel is not touched, hasn't been touched at all, but has something for you guys to watch, to be entertained. And I'm hoping you guys watch every minute of everything, just so you guys don't think that I gave up, because I do plan on streaming as much as I can this week before next week happens. So you guys, if you guys didn't finish a stream or something, you guys get that. And also I can get my weekly stream highlight for next week, so it's one of those videos out there for you guys to watch. But no matter what I do, if I'm knowing that I'm not going to be live at all next week, please do your best and watch every moment of every single one of my videos. You wanna know what's funny? You guys love my streams so much, but when I do a video, out of like 8 views, I'm only getting 8 minutes of watch time per video. I want to see at least one video next week. One video. Doesn't matter if all of them have views. One video needs to have. If I do a video with 10 minutes and I get 8 views, I want to see 80 minutes on that clock, okay? I want to see it. If I get 10 views, I want to see 100 minutes. If I get 10 views, 10 minutes should equal up to 100 minutes. I will be trying to back it down as small as possible, knowing that I've been trying to edit my videos to almost at least a minimum of 10 to 15 minutes as best as I can, but I will make it so it makes it look like I am editing. I'm not just going to throw it out there and say this is edited, but it's really not. I'm going to do Thursday that's going to be my practice day with all 3 or 4 videos for next week. Alright? I just really need this time to myself. Like I said, this is probably one of the biggest roadblocks I've ever had. And I can just say that I nearly harmed myself in a way that I wish I didn't have to. Like, it's not like suicidal, don't worry. It's just, I almost exploded to a point where I almost punched a tree or something like that, and that's considered harm. So that's why I'm saying I almost harmed myself. And I really need this time, or else I'm more focused on doing stuff for my channel than focusing on myself. So, guys, I'm going to end it here. And please, 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 for every single like that I get on here, including just anything, if you can like the video, that'll show that I have people who are supporting me right now, as well as just allowing me to do what I need to do so I can get better and give you guys the best content I can possibly give you after the next week, okay? I will be back on following Sunday or Monday, depending on which one I choose, and I'll see you guys on some kind of day this week on lives, and I'll talk to you guys when I do, okay? I'll talk to you guys about everything I see and do, and also I'll talk about what's going on in brief summary, not in detail, but in brief summary, okay? On everything you guys ask me, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the other side, alright? And rage quit.